Yeah, what's up? We got our special guest, local artist Eyeno.
We're not the same, I guess that's why I'm feeling you. You want it your way, yeah. Let's make it your way, you driving me crazy, yeah. Let's take the highway, why? You act as highway, yeah. What's the move? What you tryna get into, like what's the move?
Let you know, man, yeah, you gon' envy me, jealousy and all that, yeah, put the pride aside, I'ma let y'all know, man, yeah, I'm a ride it out, I know.
Oh, I know.
Yes, I know, bitch.
Yes, I know. You know, baby, the Weekenders.
Whole lot of
He killed that slip.
Check our pin name,
Whole lot of
bitch.
Tell everybody where we can follow y'all.
Shit, you know what it is, it's Eyeno Ethio, Eyeno.
Yeah, what's up? We got our special guest, local artist Eyeno, and his homie Sam, DJ Gangsta shit.
Yeah,
Right?
Gang this thing, gang shit, no lame shit, fuck with me, man.
Got gang shit in this bitch.
And we just listened to your latest track. That one was On My Own. That shit was dope, man. That was some real nice, smooth vibes right there.
Yeah, that was a song I made like 3 years ago, back in 2016. I was 19 years old. I just got out of jail around that time, and I didn't know if I was gonna pick up the music and stop. I could pick up the music or stop. So what I did was I linked back up with one of my homies, a good friend I used to kick it with all the time. I was like, man, I'm gonna buy this exclusive track out. So with that song, I own the whole exclusive track outs. You know, pretty much everything down to it I own. So pretty much whatever money I make off that song as it gets streamed and promoted throughout time, it's just all 100% profit, you know. But I feel like it was a wise investment. It was a good vibe, and pretty much it was a one take song. I just did it all in one take, and it was really supposed to be something else. And
well, really, from the track, it really sounds like you're venting a lot in that song.
Yeah.
Like we said, it's like one take, so it's kind of like you just got behind the mic and you just like let it all out.
Yeah, so I felt like I was at a deep point in my life with the emotional setback that I had, of catching a few charges, you know, looking at 25 years, and I was like, man, so I felt like I was really on my own trying to battle all these things I was going through, and you know, it's like like when I came in at the first bar after the On My Own chorus, I said I don't feel like no one topping me, just because I feel like I always held myself up to a very strong standard in my music, and you know, I try to run with it as far as I can. You know what I'm saying? And just letting people know, like, man, it ain't no arrogance. It's just confidence. You know, I just want to let people know, bro.
Well, so what really like motivated you to start making music?
Shit, I'd say I've been a big, you know, musician since I was a little kid. Really, like I was probably like 5 years old. I was singing like the national anthem for my school, elementary school, and you know, everybody was just like astounded, you know, about that time in my life. And my first rap, I was probably like 6 years old, 7 years old, just rapping vowels sounds like like coming off with that. And growing up, I always remembered that about myself. And you know, growing up through high school, and I feel like people always knew that background about me, like, Max, you know, you gonna make music growing up? So I was like, yeah. Dropping this album coming, Eyemotional, I've got a lot of feedback from people I've grown to know, and I've used to know, who used to know me from when I was just, you know, Max. So it's been a good vibe, and you know, music has always been my passion, and it's always been something that I feel like I always ran with, and you know, I've been giving my all with it, just trying to put all my emotional into it, and you know, coming up with I Know, and you know, I feel like everything just manifested its way into this you know, production of an album that I got, 14 tracks, you know, so I think it's good. It's a lot of emotion, a lot of turn up. There's just a versatile switch in the whole album, so I feel like when people do hear it, they'll be like, wow, this man got vibes, but he also got bars, and he got melodies, and he got just a wave, so you know what it is, man. That's what it is.
So do you use like so you use auto-tune in those tracks, right?
Yeah, so
do you use auto-tune in most of your album?
I'd say Babe Stars, which is opening the album. I'd say probably like out of the 14 tracks, yeah, all of them got auto-tune on them hosts, so.
Well, it sounds like you know how to use it real well, though. Like, because I know a lot of people think that auto-tune, you just get on there and makes your voice like sound funny, but there is like an art behind that. You have to know how to use like your voice and stuff and how to use that. Because everyone that sounds good using auto-tune.
Yeah, I feel like
your voice sounds like just right on it. So
yeah,
I've heard people fuck up auto-tune really bad.
I mean, I think it comes from the fuck ups though, because there's so many songs that I have in the vault from when I first started making music, like, and I listen to them and I'm like, man, the pitch wasn't right, the cadence, the voice, the attack, the approach, and all that. So I think that you gotta fuck up once or twice on the auto-tune, but don't give up. If you want to do some shit, like my inspirations are like Future, Travis Scott, Tory Lanez, Nav, Uzi, Wayne. Really, Wayne growing up, man.
I was gonna ask you about T-Pain.
T-Pain, I mean, yeah, T-Pain.
When we were coming up with me and Boston were coming up and stuff, and like T-Pain was real big. Like shitload of tracks.
He was really like.
Like
he wasn't the first to start blowing
auto-tune, but
not
he definitely
on brought it back.
Like he brought it back.
I mean, then he got the 808 and Heartbreaks with Kanye, the whole album auto-tune and everything, and with that approach, you know, that was my favorite Kanye album.
The 808.
The 808 and Heartbreaks, you know, it's just, man, that shit.
Didn't he start releasing that track after? Was that after his mom passed away?
No, it was after I think it was after his mom passed away and him and Amber Rose broke up and shit. That was around that time.
Yeah,
so I'd be sad if I broke up with Amber Rose too.
I was just looking at her Instagram the other
Bro,
day.
Were you?
Were you just looking at her Instagram or were you
slapping the salami? Yo, shout out Amber Rose. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Back to Eve.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How did you come up with that name?
Ethio?
Yeah.
So pretty much I was in, I think, my sophomore year of high school, and we were learning about ethos, pathos, and logos. And growing up through that time, I was like, man, that sounds like a badass rap name, Ethos. And then I was like, wait, I'm going to add something different to it. I'm going to add an I, because the Roman numeral I means one. So there's only one of me. And ethos, pathos, and logos is pretty much ethos is the person that speaks and talks to the crowd, which is speaking logic, the logos. And the pathos are the people that they talk to the crowd, the fans, their community. And from there, just ethos. You know, gang called me Ethos, but it's really Ethio. But I'll run with it because, you know what I'm saying, it's both ways, you know. People call me Ethos, people call me Ethio, or a lot of other shit, they fuck it up. But it's okay because there's only going to be really one of me. I know for a fact that I may have met no one else with that name, you know what I'm saying. Coming up with Eyeno, I was riding, I got out of jail doing a weekend for my probation, and I was manifesting shit, and I was talking to my girl at the time about speaking things into existence and how the world speaks back. And I'm coming down Southwest Parkway, and I see this big ass tag that just says Eyeno, and as I'm telling her, I was like, see, the world talks to you. See, the world talks to you. And so I see Eyeno, and then shout out to my man Marquise Miles, really.
I know Marquise.
You know what I'm saying? Marquise, I ran into him maybe a week after I just put the names together, and I was at a gas station, I was a little turned up, and I seen dude, and I was like, hey bro, you got some bud? And he was like, man, I really don't even sell bud like this as random people, but I'm gonna sell you, hey, sell me a little 8 for 30, and add him on Snapchat. Next day he hits me up, he's like, who the fuck is this? Who are you? Eyeno? And I was like, yeah, that's who I am, Eyeno. And he was like, how'd you get the name? How'd you get the name? I was like, bro, honestly, I just saw the tag. He was like, that's my tag. And I was like, with all due respect, do you mind if I run with the name on top of my name? He was like, man, honestly, I don't care. So I was like, so that's where Eyeno Ethio came from. That's where Eyeno and everything else manifestation.
That's a whole story right there.
Yeah, that's a nice way to Or your name. Do people when you people like ask you your name, like, hey, I'm like, or when people like see you, like, I know, and you ever be like, you know.
Nah,
Like,
nah.
I'm sorry,
usually
I'm
just,
corny like that.
I just be like, most people think it's Eyeno or Ethio or some shit. Like, a lot of people have fucked up the
They
name.
butcher that name, huh?
Yeah, they what, man, going to open mics and shit and going to performances, getting caught up. They're like, I know Ethio. I'm like, no. I get on stage, it's I know Ethio in this bitch, you know, like for real
For us to
respect.
tell the truth, before we had the interview today, I called boss to make sure I was saying it right.
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror and made sure I was saying it right.
Yeah.
I know Ethio. I
Yeah.
know Ethio.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Drew has a long-standing history of fucking up everybody's name, yo.
It
You don't do it on
happens.
purpose, but it's hilarious.
I remember everybody. I'm just bad with names. It's just.
I'm bad with names too. I'm more of a personal person. I remember you through appearance and memory.
Yeah,
and
so you gotta
just,
just build that collaboration and just keep getting to know each other and all that
exactly. Like, I mean, it takes time for you to remember names. Like, working the job and shit. Like, I've learned everyone's name in the past week because I just walk up to them. I'm like, what's up? You know, so and so. What's up? That and that. You know, just cause I just do it to build my muscle memory so I can remember better. And just, I mean, if you want to remember shit, people, read books. For real, read books. It'll help you remember shit. Read
Yeah,
books.
that's what I was telling myself too, because reading does help you with
Oh yeah,
memory and all that
reading,
stuff.
writing, and just speaking, talking, and you know, voicing what you just. You can read something, but then read it back to yourself. Cause like, I'll read something. And 5 seconds, I'll forget it, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna reread this shit, and I'm gonna speak it, and then it's like, okay, now I interpret it.
So comprehension.
Exactly,
It's how well people comprehend. And all that
Exactly.
stuff. It's like when you're back in school, the teacher's like, all right, make sure you guys read chapter 1 through 3, and we're gonna have a comprehension test. And then
Exactly.
they give you a test on how much fucking shit you remember,
Yeah.
and then everybody would fail because everybody
No one
smoking weed.
No one
And then-
will remember. No one would take the
It's
time.
like, damn it, you guys should stop smoking that marijuana when you read.
Hey, low key, I've been smoking weed since I was
I've
like
been smoking.
13. No cap, bro.
How long
so,
did it take
too.
you to remember DJ Gangsta shit?
Man, DJ gang
Hey, you
shit.
got one more
DJ
chance
gang-
to get the
DJ
name right, I
gang
told you.
shit, bro.
We've only known each other for 10 minutes.
Here we go.
DJ gang
Two
shit.
strikes.
DJ gang shit. We met through
DJ gang shit, y'all. No
DJ
lame.
gang shit.
We met through a collaborative person that we all fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Reese Money and this bitch. And really from there, it's just, you know, Sam, I remember him, he would bring his MacBook everywhere and recording stuff. And
It
bro
was a
would come
Sony
up-
back then, though.
It was a Sony, yeah, it was a Sony. And yeah, bro would be producing, he was coming up, and I don't know, I fucked with the hustle, bro, because as hard as he was hustling with learning the production and everything, and the mixing and mastering, I saw great potential for bro. And I was like, man, I'm always gonna remember, dude. When I see talent, bro, I fuck with people because that shows that you guys are like-minded individuals. That everyone has a primary mission, has a plan, plot, a conniving to succeed. And it's like people pick up things and they drop them down so fast. And that's that childlike mentality. And it's like I see bro come from his Sony to a MacBook, and you know he's mixing and mastering. He got the Omnisphere, he got the Onteras, he got the Logic Pro X. Bro really invested in himself. And
No cracks.
It's like, damn, you went from a Sony to a Mac?
yeah,
No cracks.
Bro inspired me to
Yeah.
go buy my own Mac. You know what I'm
$5
saying?
grand
So
in software.
I bought my own Mac. I think like a week ago. Yeah, I bought that. I spent like $1,500 on that hoe, and I was like,
Let's
man,
go.
I bought it for production and get into the producing side.
Hell
And
yeah.
Bang gonna help me out there. We gonna sit down, do this
Thanks.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Break my little bread. You know what I'm saying? And also for school, so that's what we too. Got back into school and shit, trying to figure my
So you're doing the music thing and you're going to school
Yeah.
and working your part-time jobs and all
full-time job.
that? Full-time
job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Shit hard, bro.
Hustling
But
right there.
it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I only have time for serious shit. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Boston, we've been planning this shit out. And I've been at work every Saturday. I've been at work every Saturday. And I was like, bro, we gotta reschedule. And shit, finally they changed my schedule up. They gave me the morning shifts, and thank God. Like, I feel like it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the mission of successful
Yeah,
mindset.
it's all about timing.
Exactly. And, you know, waking up, I wake up at like 4 in the morning every day, get ready, leave the house by like 5, get to work by like 5:30, and that's when my day starts. And most successful rich people in this world, they wake up around that time, they get their day started, and they don't fall asleep. Like, I haven't been asleep since yesterday, and I've been up.
Damn.
Been up since 4 o'clock in the morning.
All of our listeners, don't forget that sleep is really important too. Boston, sleep is really important.
I know.
You know, we established
I'm
those
feeling it
dreams to
myself.
you.
Look at his face.
And all that
Look at his
stuff.
face.
Hey, you can see it in his eyes. And for all those people that are on the hustle and having scheduling problems with their jobs, this how you call it. Just call in like, sorry guys, fuck you. And that's it.
I'm putting my 2 weeks in over the phone. Fuck you.
So we got another track here from you. We got 2 more tracks from you. The next one we're gonna bump is "What's the Move."
Yeah, what's the move? What you trying to get into? Like, what's the move?
So
I make
we're
the
gonna,
moves, you know, I pull up on you. That's what's the move, man.
so let's play this one. We're gonna get into that one. So with the Weekenders, we're gonna play "What's the Move" from Eyeno. Make sure y'all tune in. Follow this man. I like the beat on this too.
Yeah, that goes crazy. We know.
DJ
Who knows?
Gang shit.
Gang gang.
I got it right. I was on
Appreciate it.
2 strikes and I just hit a homer out the park
Grand slam. Let's
with
go.
that one.
Points on the
Grand
board.
Slam.
Check the score, man.
Everybody on the bases. We just came home. We got Boston on third. We got me on second.
Boss.
We got Gang on first.
Red Sox, let's
And I'm
go.
up to bat.
We got you up to bat,
And I just
right?
hit a grand slam.
Grand Slam, bro.
Walking
Points
you
on
guys
the
in.
board, man.
Shout out Big Poppy from Boston, bro.
Yo, shout out Big
Big
Poppy, man. Is he still in the
Man.
hospital?
I think he out, bro, but
Yeah, he got shot recently, right?
yeah, he got
Like
shot in
2
his
months ago.
hometown.
Damn.
Dominican
Yeah,
Republic.
man. Shout out to Big Poppy, man.
That's good that he survived. That's all that matters.
I know that shit would have been devastating.
I know.
Because I'm not a big baseball fan, but I do know Big Poppy
I know.
and all them. I know Alex Rodriguez because he was
Oh,
with
A-Rod.
J-Lo, and J-Lo
I
still
know.
got shit going on.
I know.
Well into her 50s. She got some movie coming out. I saw
Oh,
that trailer.
Jesus.
That's all.
Crazy ass movie.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Shout out strippers.
Yeah, shout out to the strippers. It seems like there's a lot of movies coming out this year about with women robbing like men and stuff.
It's Cardi
like,
B.
It's that whole feminist
Because
movement.
of her.
Cardi B. It's all about that. What Money Man said? He said if Cardi B tried to rob me in a hotel room, I shot that
Shoot
bitch
that
right in
bitch
the
right in the
face.
face.
Yeah. That nigga said that. I was like, wait, play that hoe back? I was like, damn, Money Man.
That's rough.
That shit rough for real, but man, fuck
I
that
should have took a page out of his book.
You've been robbed by a lot of women in your life, Austin?
One. I got robbed by one. Well, she set it up.
Shit, you ain't the only one, man. I think I was selling the zone to these bitches, and then this shit came about, man, and that shit was like crazy.
He's talking about zone defense.
Like, you mean
He's
like
talking
an
about
area?
like a
No,
pizzone,
area
like,
of space.
like a pizzone, like a pizzone.
Oh, a pizzone.
Like a
Pizzone.
pizzone.
Y'all know it's
Yeah.
things.
Oh,
Hey,
Bro,
okay.
you making me hungry with this Chinolis and
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
educated
Like,
us
it
on
was
this
it was a quarter pie pizza, man. I was like, damn, man. They got me for the slice, bro. They got me for the slice. They got me
Oh,
for the
that's
slice.
hilarious.
It's all good though. You know, you live and you learn. Bridge turn, tables turn, water under the bridge. It's a new song. Everything gets played. You know what it is.
Yeah.
So what was the whole, what got you going? So What's the Move is also on that album?
Yeah, What's the Move is on that album. That song came about pretty much. That was another song I recorded on my birthday back in, I think, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Bro sent the beat pack. About like 2 weeks before my birthday, I was already planning shit, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go record this song. And that's another song I just pretty much just came up off the dome with, and just ran with it as soon as I heard the beat, got on the track, did a little rough draft, you know, harmonizing and you know, just working on the cadence and just understanding what it was. And then I told him just run the hoe back, and it's like, what's the move? It came in like that.
So is that how you usually write your songs? First you gotta just get into the booth and just feel the whole vibe of the music and everything, and then it come to you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like it's all a part of a craft that I wouldn't say just anybody will understand, but people that have emotional problems, like me personally, like with the auto tune, I feel like it builds from the emotion you hold in. Like you can just really just spaz out, you know, and just depending on how you're gonna sound. If you want to sound sad, if you want to sound turned up, if you want to sound play, I don't know, just really just about the emotion. And from that point, it's just like, what's the move? I was thinking of a good party song, and man, when I brought that hoe to Scratch House the first time, man, I feel like everybody vibed with that hoe. They was just like, damn, this shit smack, dapped me up, kind of feeling that hoe. And I think I remember in Boston, I got done after that performance one time, and he came up to me and was like, bro, you getting better at your performing, and I see you growing. I was like, man, at the time we really wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't know each other that much.
Yeah.
I had just been kind of watching him. Like, I've seen him perform probably about 5 times before I actually walked up to him that time. I was like,
nervous.
I was just, I was so starstruck.
He was shorted over
But
me.
nah, I was just like, all right, you know, like I saw him perform the first couple times. I was like, yeah, you know, kid's got something. All right, you know. And then next time I saw him, like I didn't even really think anything in between that time and that time. I just saw him get better and better and better every time. I was like, all right.
You saw the progression.
I was like, I'm gonna say something to him now. I'm gonna bring him on the radio show. And
He is worthy to talk to me.
On top of that,
I just saw him making moves, man. You know, once I saw him making enough, I was like, all right.
yeah.
You know, we can fuck with him now. You know.
Hell yeah.
And especially like, cause like Boston goes to a lot of events. I've been starting to go into events and stuff and seeing artists multiple times, and you can see that progression. Like especially in the artists that take it serious.
Yeah.
That's how you know they take it serious. You can't tell from the first performance, probably not even sometimes the second performance, but when you see like that third, fourth, fifth time again, you're like, okay, these motherfuckers, they serious about this shit. They working on their craft, and you can tell that they're getting better.
That was the impression that I got from Eyeno. I was like, man, he's really about working on his craft. I was like, let's shed some light on it. You know?
And I mean, like, really, I really just be, when I be alone in the crib, I turn on the music and I just rehearse to my songs. I'm in the mirror. I'm getting just in my zone. I'm getting my personal space, and I feel like it's just an aura of energy that bleeds off as soon as I'm just by myself, or whether I'm, you know, at work. I'll be at work and just in my zone. And I'm just like, man, I need to hear myself. So I'll think hard about songs that I'm looking to go perform with, and then it's just like, you know, from there it's all about the effort, man. I feel like what you put into your music, you can always get out. Marketing, performance, studio time, recording, lyrically writing. I write, but like most of the things I write, I don't ever put down onto tracks. It's because like I either forget my notebook or the notes didn't save, and I'm just like, fuck.
I hate it when that happens.
Bro, you know,
that shit.
You think when you click back on the notes, you're like, okay, notes, and then all of a sudden it just goes back, and then you try to look for that hoe later, and you're like, what happened?
When I be writing in my notes, it's like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning when I get home from the club, and I'm fucking spinning, and my mind won't stop racing.
Yeah.
So I'll just pick up my notes and shit. And I'll be drunk as shit. I'll be just writing, and then shit won't save. And I'll be like, man, I know I wrote some dope shit last night. I'll look it up, and I'll be like, fuck.
Oh man.
Man, you don't know how many times that shit's happened.
That's why
I feel like it happens to the best of us, though, man. It just goes to show that we just gotta keep on going from that point.
Yeah.
It could have been good then, and all of a sudden you come up with something. Right
That's
now.
why when I do my writings, I always put it onto paper. No matter what, I don't get too caught up in the whole technology thing.
Right,
But
then that
it's
won't
natural
happen.
when you put it onto
Pen
paper.
don't erase off paper.
Yeah, and the pen is
You
not
don't have
even
to
a
save
sword.
it either.
I mean, I used to write a lot when I was like a freshman, and like I always told my teachers to sit me in the back of the class. I'd be like, look, I need to sit in the back of the class. Like, why? Because I'm writing music. And my language arts teacher was like, you're sitting in the front of the class. And I'd be right there in the front of the class still. Max, what are you writing? I'm writing a song. Flip the next page, and I lost my notebook. And after that, I took freestyling serious and just kind of just ran with it. And it's just,
Does everyone have these kind of notebooks? Remember these ones?
The composition books,
I had the five
Every
star.
artist needs a composition, has a composition.
I had that exact one.
I had the 5-star
I've had quite a
notebook.
few of those.
You know,
Right
like,
there, that's the sauce. That's
I
free
have
game.
like a I have like a drawer full of these, just called labeled Book of Dreams and all that stuff. And it's just like a bunch of random stuff. Also like cooking recipes.
You record your dreams.
Well,
Tonight, last night, your diary last night, I dreamt I was a flying unicorn. I don't know what you
I
dream
dreamt I
about.
owned a unicorn.
A lot of times I smoke weed and I don't dream. I've heard that weed
It does
stuff
suppress
shit
your
drives.
I definitely. I mean, I've been sober for I think about 3 months. Really haven't been smoking because my probation.
Congratulations.
Yeah, my probation been drug testing me every week
Those bastards.
since I got out on bond. And shit, now I just be smoking CBD.
Oh, that's
Anybody-
I was
what
just
it is.
smoking some CBD.
Yeah, bro.
I went down to the store Lazy Days over there and I got some nice
How much did you? How much did they charge you?
I got 2 like sticks for like $10.
Man, that's a lick. I
That's a
bought.
nice
That's not bad. Shout out to Lazy.
I was
Man.
actually wondering what that was. I was
So,
gonna ask
I
you.
got this
if you
cherry
got
wine
from the show.
CBD
Uh-huh.
TKO.
May I smell it?
Yeah, so I got it from Nirvana on
Yeah.
South Congress.
Yeah.
They sold me.
Shout out Nirvana.
They sold me 7 grams for $35.
That's
Is that like?
that's like half the regular price.
Exactly, and it looks like it too, man. I mean, that should be hitting, bro.
Was that black cherry?
It's a hybrid. It's a cherry wine, and it's good, bro. I like it, man. You know, 0.
This what I got. This
0.2.
what I got from Lazy Days.
Okay.
I got one more joint in there. You can smell it if you want.
Souvenir.
That's what she said.
Give me a souvenir.
Sure, you can have it if you want. Okay.
Oh, lit. Hey, shout out
yeah.
my bro right here on the game.
I mean,
Shout out, bro, to T Radios, man. Let's go.
Damn.
So we got one more track here. It's called Eyemotional.
Oh, that's produced by my
Hey,
guy,
bro.
gang in it.
That's clever.
Talking
That's
shit, gang.
clever.
Talking shit, gang.
Here, y'all.
Talking
If you need
shit,
some
gang.
beats, hit me up on Instagram.
Talking shit, gang.
So you made the beat to this.
Yo, it's a real simple beat. I just got Omnisphere. I just bought it. It was like $500. I was working at the strip club.
Shout out fucking strip club.
Playing the
Shout out, y'all
playing the music
strippers.
playing the music for the strippers.
Youngest strip
right?
club DJ in Texas.
Yeah, Max would come see me at the club. Lots of people would come to the strip club. We would test out our music
But
there.
Max will come the most though.
We were breaking records there. I met Honcho Management from TS there.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
I used to go on that bitch, bro. We made the DJ booth, bro, right?
yeah,
We
drinking,
made that bitch.
taking Snapchats.
Which strip clubs did you work at, bro? Which strip clubs did you work at?
Well, I worked at Expose Day. I'm not gonna say the second one I worked at because fuck them. Y'all know who y'all
Was
are.
it the
Fuck
one on
y'all.
I-35? When I was stuck in traffic
Nah,
coming out
Expose is on
I-35.
South Congress.
Yeah.
No, there was this one called Chica's Bonitas.
Oh
right.
god,
It's
that's
cool
where
though.
strippers go to die.
Yeah. I had
That's
to
the final resting place.
That is their coffin right there, bro.
No, when I was
That's a
dropping by, I was
graveyard.
like, Chica's Bonitas. Oh gosh, it was like next to a
I
tire
wouldn't
shop.
pay
and
for a
shit.
dance with your money from there.
I wouldn't use my damn money.
Shout out Palazzo.
We never
Palazzo, #1 club in Texas, y'all. Fuck with me.
So
That's
this,
my people.
so Palazzo's gonna be bumping this one pretty soon. Let's play this.
Okay,
one.
might as well.
Eyemotional.
Hurry on up.
Chica's Bonitas.
Yeah.
It's
Bro,
so
yes, bro. That's like
What are they drinking, man?
Ain't shit.
Yeah, produced
Yeah,
I
by
mean, I get what you're saying, how the beat was simple, but
Yeah.
it's still like
It's
dude,
bumping.
catchy.
808 kind of carried that.
So the beat, yeah, a lot of people that I have showed it to before the release, they were like, the beat is simple, but how me as the artist carried it with the vocals and the melodies and just the rhythms, I feel like that's what it takes from an artist, you know, just to, the producer makes the beat, but the artist has to contribute his part too, because I mean,
you're absolutely
Yeah.
you can have a simple beat and you can make it sound so much more just crazier, bigger, and there's just so much more like sound that you can really add to it, from your ad libs to the cadence and the
Ad-libs.
melodies, you know.
Like you could have like the sickest car in the lot, but that car will only go as far as like that artist is willing to take it.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
you
the
know?
best. That's the best way I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You really
You know?
you gotta pour into it in order to make it something.
Exactly.
You know, like,
You know what I'm saying? The car could be a 2014 Honda, but you know what I'm saying? You get that Honda Sports Mode, then that's where the artist comes in. The artist, the beat's like the car, and the artist is the engine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
artist is
maybe.
a driver.
I was gonna say the artist like a driver, and what Ferg say, like he being a Honda, he's still gonna be passenger. It's about the car, bro.
Let's get it.
Stupid. I don't want to brag, but I drive a 2002 Ford Ranger.
And he still
And
passes
it
you.
has about-
He's passing you.
I have about 200,000 miles on that bad boy. So yeah,
Four
I get
cents
around.
First time race
I
day.
don't know if I want to say that.
Get around, huh?
No, I don't know if I want to say that. No, I don't. But I do need to change those wheels and get it balanced.
So wait, how many miles on that? 220,000?
I don't know. I know I'm gonna need an oil change pretty soon.
So you need like 5. What you mean? That shit was 2002, bro. What?
Yeah, I'm actually about to give that to my brother. I'm about to give me a new car.
I get it, bro. You gonna go Ford or Chevy?
I think I'm gonna stick with Ford. I don't know. I'm really just looking for something to get me around because
Yeah.
you know I'm not balling like that. Really just gotta give him the car because he needs a car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm making good money. You know. I mean enough to make it rain, but I don't
Yeah.
make it rain.
Shout out to
I'll make it rain in my bank account. I'll make it rain in the
That's exactly where the
You know what I'm
rain
saying?
goes.
Shout out Gary B.
All that rainwater in my savings.
Yes. You
It
know
doesn't
what I'm
go on
saying?
any of the bitches.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes it's better to live the simple life. Your 20s is not the time to party. I feel like the time to party is when you're successful and you're stable and you're established with
Mhm.
all aspects of your life. Everything from financial to spiritual to physical to education.
I like it.
Everything, man. I mean, I listen to a lot of Gary V. I listen to a lot of people like around those kind of aspects, and they give really good free game
Mhm.
to either take with and sit with or take with and run with. And it's like, what are you going to do after you hear the audio of inspiration? Are you going to just sit there and focus on what you just learned? Or are you going to listen to it and go apply it and attack? It's about visualizing, attack, manifest. Speak all your dreams into existence. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. You know, it's everything like that. It starts with the mind, and it starts with the voice, and then it starts with your body to act on.
God damn.
Think,
Amen
grow
to
rich.
that. Amen to that. I'll be damn. Wouldn't you be surprised if like
That's
30
the
years from now
Eyeno
you're like a preacher?
My dad's a preacher.
You're a preacher? Oh,
my dad's
Yeah,
a
that's where it
awesome.
comes from. Then.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
my dad's a
That's some
preacher.
deep shit.
He
Yeah.
just preaching
My
some
dad's
real
a
shit
preacher.
right there.
Yeah,
So you're a pastor's kid?
I'm a pastor's kid. You know
Who's the
what
son
it
of a preacher, man?
is. Christian album dropping soon.
Oh yeah.
It's called I Christian.
The new Lecrae.
Hey, when Max got out of jail, he was never the same. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from his friend.
I'll put you
How
on
long
a
did
couple
you do
books. I read a book while I was in jail. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon
That book is
Hill.
crazy.
That book will actually change your life and how you want to manage yourself financially,
Free game.
physically, educationally, and also The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
I think I read that.
The Alchemist, that'll actually help you find your destiny, man,
Mm-hmm.
and where you want to apply yourself. Reading those books, it got me in a step forward to wanting to further my education. I've always wanted to get into the web, so I'm going to school for web app development. Start Monday, and it's only up from there. You know, 3 years from now, I'm be a coder. I'm be coding HTML, JavaScript, all that stuff, man. So that's what I'm going to school for. On top of that, on the side, I'm also going for the music. Got gang on my side. Got the whole camp and everything. We got the whole camp, no tent. We got motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, what it is, you know. We ain't in the wilderness no more.
The no tent camp.
Yeah, that's
You know,
what's
tent
up.
camp.
Shout out
you
to
know
you.
what
So
I'm
I got like 5% on my Volkswagen. Like, y'all take that off for me?
saying? Yeah, we got you.
I gotta make this
You know what I'm saying? We
registration.
call Eyeno Windows tent, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
So you ready to bless the mic right quick before we close
Let's
this
get
out? Let's see what kind of beats go. I'm just getting started on this whole DJ shit, so let's see if we have a nice little beat.
Let's get it.
Do you feel that? I feel like I
Can I
know
help up real quick?
some fire to that.
Yeah, we can go with that. I feel like
My
I
lighter's
can get on the lyrical side.
Okay.
Hey,
Feel that DJ
Yeah.
shit?
hey. Let them all know this is how it is. Young I know, being rapping since a kid, trying to get my biz, I'm focused on my mind. These people in this shit, yeah, I swear they wasting time. They ain't on the grind, ain't worried about they shine. I'ma do it bar for bar and line for line. I was out sipping lean when I was 14, trying to go hard, trying to hit up on the scene, chasing all this cream and I'm chasing all my dough. I don't fuck with no bitch and I don't fuck with no hoe. I just kick it with my bros and I chill with my gang. All these niggas, they be talking, man, I swear we ain't the same. I'm from the south, man, and I'm swinging switching lanes. Came down, yeah, you know how it is, I'm the main. Yeah, and you know it's so Gucci. All these people wanna talk, man. I'm rapping like Latunchi. And I hit on the beat. All these people wanna talk, man. You can get a fee. I won't charge you for that unless you wanna pay the fee. If you wanna do that, it's gonna be $250. I'ma go hard every day, never gonna stop. Every time I do it, man, yeah, you know it's off the top. Like, what's the move? What you really trying to get into? Yeah, you know what's up. I know going up. What's the clue? Yeah, what it really do? Cause you came from the south. Gang shit in this bitch. Yeah, from his mouth. Gang ain't no lame shit, and we ain't changing. Every time I do it, man, I feel like I'm famous. Yeah, I had to just refrain from all these people that be just talking and complaining. Man, I ain't complaining, I'm hopping on some plain shit. Everybody know what's up, I ain't smoking Mary Jane, I be smoking CBD, you can smoke your THC. I'ma let you know, man, yeah, you gon' envy me, jealousy and all that. Yeah, put the pride aside, I'ma let y'all know, man, yeah, I'm a ride or die, as I know.
Oh, I know.
Yes, I know, bitch.
Yes, I know, you know, you know, Ethio, the weekend.
Whole lot of
he
dripping
killed that
shit.
slid.
Check our pin name,
Whole lot of
bitch.
oohs
Tell
in it,
everybody
baby.
where we can follow y'all.
Shit, you know what it is. It's Eyeno Ethio, Eyeno Ethio, at Instagram, Facebook, all that page. We got gang shit in this bitch. Gonna let them know.
DJ gang shit?
DJ Gang shit at Instagram. Hit me up for beats. Hit me up for recording, mixing, mastering. Shout out Sperry Springer. Shout out TSF. Shout out Texas, man. We going up. 2020 is our year. Watch us.
Oohs. It's all about the oohs, man.
Drill.
It's all about the oohs, about the drip and all that, man.
And you guys are here with the Weekenders. I'm your host, Drill Das. I'm here with my bro, Boston Blanco.
Yeah.
We still got some more coming up.
I'm so lit, I'm so lit, I'm on fire. I'm so lit, I'm so lit, I'm on fire. Let me out, let me out, let me out. We're not the same, I guess that's why I'm feeling you. You want it your way, yeah. Let's make it your way, you driving me crazy, yeah. Let's take the highway, why? You acting that way, yeah. What's the move? What you tryna get into? Like, what's the move? I make the moves, you know I pull up on you. I make the moves, I pull up right outside of you. What you tryna get into? Like, what's the move? I can't even tell if it's you or me. You want all my time, but it ain't that cheap. You been working daily, tryna catch up to me. Tryna catch up to me, she gon' take that flight, change her life. Yeah, you know she ain't my wife, she ain't my type. I'm tryna say, yeah, you know you, I'ma give you hype. Ooh, girl, you know what you been doing for me. I'm just tryna say, yeah, I know you really missing me. We can have this time, let's be open. You're my number one, and I know why, 'cause yeah, I'm the chosen one. 'Cause I'm the chosen one. We can have this time, let's just be open. You want it your way, yeah. Let's make it your way, you driving me crazy, yeah. Let's take the highway, why? You acting that way, yeah. What's the move?